done the math, and then they're like, wait a minute, if the stadium's facing north, it just turns and the ball's I'm gonna have to factor in that when, it's gonna look like a broken dick. And it's the same with when they spin balls and they curve balls. They know that this is all bullshit. So I find it fascinating. Outfielders aren't standardized. Yeah. So, and then when you say, and then people will mock it in the comments. They'll say, looks like American education system failed. And I agree with them. And I'll tell you why. Because their goal failed. The goal was to brainwash everybody. Every time I talk about this type of stuff, I do have to tell you, don't lose relationships over this. Don't even bring it up to your family and friends unless they bring it up. The best way to quote-unquote wake someone up is to live a really good, healthy, joyous, grateful life. They will want to gravitate more towards you, and they will start conversations. Don't throw this at them. Because relationships, loving, caring, family relationships are more important than whether or not someone's woke on something. Because the reality is, we don't know what the earth is. We don't know a lot. We know what it isn't, and you can track the lies very clearly. And why is there never any northwest circumference journeys of the earth? Why do explorers only go around this way? How come no one's ever went over the north under the south? There's been millions that have went this way. Magellan, and how come no one went that way? Oh, what they did? No, they didn't. Look it up. No, they didn't. There's none. Why did no flights go over Antarctica? Why is Antarctica? You can go on and on and on. How's a lighthouse work? 8 inches per mile squared, 40 miles out, 40 feet in the air. That would be 1,000 feet under the horizon. How come when it looks like a boat's going down, if you zoom in with a P900 camera, you can see the boat again? With a light curve. So you think the light curves 100 million miles away from that star? 100 million light years away? So that doesn't curve. Through the rigors of space, quote unquote. But yet, 40 miles, it just curves according to your calculations and what you need. How come there isn't a single bridge in the world that's calculated the curve of the earth? Oh, how dare you? Not even a half of a, as I'm putting together a greenhouse, it's 48 by 33, or 30. 1/4 inch, and it messes up the purlins on the top, okay? Imagine building a 10-mile bridge. You'd think that they'd factor in a curve of the, oh no, how dare you, outdated. Why does all gears in an airplane, they all function as if the earth is a stationary?
No.
Okay, don't do that to people, what I just did. People are here because they sought me out. They want a taste of my gravy. So, if you're here, you're going to listen to my thoughts. I don't go up to people and just lay on people like this. I've done that in the past. It's not worth it. It's not worth losing relationships over this. Just be quiet unless they ask you. You know a lot more than they do. Your life's going to be a lot better than theirs. They're operating and functioning under a lot of misconceptions. Certain shooting events, certain terrorist events that you can clearly see there's a lot of problems with them, and then the resulting legislation and change in human behavior where people now all of a sudden find it virtuous to disarm yourself because they can't take your guns. It's not possible. You know it, they don't. So guess what happens? You buy bullets, and now bullets are 3 times more expensive. You just bought fucking Apple stock in 1985. That's what just happened. It doesn't, if they don't see it, it's just like when a carpenter does it. I don't understand how someone can build a table as well as some people. I don't understand how you can curve wood and make these beautiful things. And my great-grandfather made my bed, and it's ornate and all this. I have no idea. That doesn't make me worse than my great-grandfather. It doesn't make me, you wouldn't get mad at me. How do you not see it? You just take a chisel and fucking make a bunch of owls out of it. You know? It's like, imagine it like that. If you understand spellcraft, if you understand the conspiracy spells that make the world spin,
Cheesy crumbs.
You don't get mad. 5.56 is one of the best bullets you can find. There's always shortages of 5.56 because it's a way. There's no curvature. There's no curvature, guys. Provably, with every single way you can think you could test it, you will see that there's no curve. And the only argument the other direction is shame. You're dumb. Greeks proved it thousands of years ago. Or, hey, what about those photos from space? Well, let's take a look at Blue Origin. This is the new rocket. This is a new rocket. It's called Blue Origin, or more like Blue Oregon. You guys get it. It looks exactly like a circumcised penis. Now, let's watch the camera move around. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Air New Shepard's gaining speed. That BE3 engine is really doing its work. What a clean burn.
Okay, so you have a female announcer. You have a female announcer that's talking about how this dick is really doing its work. Guys, I'm gonna talk about something real fast before we start this again. A lot of people right now will say, "Oh, that can't be real," and then they'll find out it is real. That this is Elon Musk's new rocket. It looks like a circumcised penis. This is porno. And then you have a female, and guys, the wobbling camera, it's showing the dick go up and down. It's showing, ooh, it's really doing its work. That's a clean burn. Look at it. This is such fucking nonsense. And guys, people will say, oh, that can't be real. Then they'll find out it's quote unquote real, and then they'll justify it within a week. Don't let it get you mad. They're going to go, oh, I mean, it's more aerodynamic to have a circumcised penis flying through the air. And of course, the camera's wobbly. At $58 million a day, how on earth could they find a camera that doesn't bounce up and down to make it